Okay, let's get started. Hello, my name is Randy Lindsay. I'm here to present for you MT4 Professional and the concept behind a live market scanner for MT4. So I want to make sure you understand and know that we are here for educational purposes only, that we're not trying to provide any investment advice. We're not an advisory service and we do not give out signals or trade ideas, but we do provide you with a platform that is sufficient to provide everything you need to plan your own trade rules, to set up a scanner, to identify trades on your platform using the MT4 Professional platform tool. There is a large amount of risk involved in trading in Forex, futures, stocks, and spot currencies, so make sure you understand the risks involved and they're willing to accept them in order to trade in any of these markets. As I said, I'm Randy Lindsay. I'm trade coach, operations director here at MT4 Professional, and Claudio Cardinal is our product development director and our technology guru. So anything related to techno, Claudio takes care of it and I take care of everything else. Today's agenda, we're going to talk about a market scanner, what it is, and what MT4 Professional is. We're going to go through a very good demonstration where I'll show you how to use a scanner on MT4. And then we're going to make a very special offer. And of course, I'll always answer all your questions throughout the presentation and at the end. So what is a market scanner? If you look at all the pairs that are considered Forex pairs on MT4 or MT5, you'll have a lot more pairs to combine. But if you take into account the CFDs, all the different time frames, that's 630 or more combinations that you have to look for to find potential trades. Do you think you have the time to be able to do that? Do you think that you can actually manually do that yourself? No, most people will have a basket full of instruments that they look at, that they have the ability to scan through and find trades on. And even with a handful or a basket full of those, chances of missing a trade are extremely high. So you need to be able to have a wide selection of instruments to trade from. So we understand and know that trading on different instruments is a must if you're going to be profitable in today's markets. In fact, if you're trading uncorrelated instruments, it's the best way to remove uncertainty of the instruments, and the portfolio will be diversified as a result. So the perfect solution for these problems would be the market scanner. So what is it and what does it do? Well, a market scanner is a tool that allows you to scan all the instruments that you have in your portfolio, or ones that you don't even have that you're looking to try to get for any reason, and you're trying to identify setups based upon your own standards or based upon any custom or stock indicators you might have. So it's not really a signal provider more than it is a tool that allows you to see and analyze all the strategies you have at your disposal using whatever indicators that you're used to using. One simple example is the cross of two moving averages. The image on the right shows that for every symbol and time frame you select, the bullish cross would be green and the bearish cross would be red. And this is for a 15 and 30 period simple moving average. And so you can see over here on the right, if I see a bullish cross, then I can see the Euro US dollar would be bullish on the 1 hour, but bearish on the 1 minute, and so forth. And so very quickly, you can go through a whole list of instruments and quickly see and assess potential trade opportunities. That's extremely valuable. And that's basically how a scanner should work. So if you want to look at multiple time frames, or notice I had two different time frames on that one. Well, if you look at multiple time frames in technical analysis, you have a higher probability of a profitable trade, and this is due to correlation. That's just one of the advantages of using multiple time frames. Over here on the right on this symbols, you can see the longer time frame period is going in trends that are much longer in duration. The pullbacks are also longer in duration, but not quite as long as the trend direction. But the faster time frames you can see are changing and oscillating really rapidly. They go up and down and up and up and up and down, and then they small correction. Then there's the larger correction. So you can see the noise within the envelope of the longer time frame trend. And so if you're trading in the direction of the longer term trend, you have a higher probability of a successful trade, and you're probably trading with much lower risk. Okay, even during the correction periods, you can see that the correction, if you're trading in the direction of the longer term trend, will yield a much higher probability of a profitable result. So what you're looking for is you want to have a scanner that not only finds instruments based upon your own rule sets, but can analyze them and base them on multiple time frame analysis. On MT4, that's really hard to do, but with a market scanner that's set up properly, using verified multiple time frame analysis, it would be an ideal situation, wouldn't you think? So our problem was that we couldn't find any professional scanners on MT4 or MT5 that did these things. They were either too complex to configure, which meant you had to be a programmer to run them. They were unstable, or it was a single tool that was not integrated with the entire system. And many of them were just completely incompatible with the stock standard indicators that were available, or even ones that we might have written ourselves. So they had a lot of issues, the few that we did find. So our solution was to make one ourselves. And so we decided to create MT4 Professional for our own daily trading. It is now the #1 market scanner on MT4 and MT5. It is a tool that allows you to instantly scan the entire market for setups that match your rules and your criteria. So when you find a good setup on MT4 Professional, it signals you and allows you to enhance the analysis by giving you multiple time frame analysis, which really is difficult to do on either MT4 or MT5. So I'll go into a lot more details as we go along, but we're going to take a little poll right now just to see if you guys are uh, interested in a market scanner, or what a market scanner best can benefit you. Is it gives you less risk of missing trades? Is it less time wasted searching for trade setups? A better chance of finding high probability trades, or you just don't really know how a market scanner can best benefit you? As soon as we have a certain number of people answer all the questions, then we'll move on. Make sure, yep, I've got my live demonstration coming up next, and I'll be ready to go. So have your questions ready, because as I go through the live demonstration, I'll be able to share those with you. So it looks like the majority of people are looking for a better chance of finding high probability trades. Second best is less time wasted, and that's, time is extremely valuable. I guess most people don't have any problems missing trades, but I know that that's probably not true for the most case. But we'll look into it a little bit closer and we'll find out. So let me go ahead and close this out. And we'll go back into our live demonstration. Let me pull my platform up here and get that going. Go into full screen. Did you notice that when I went into full screen mode that my charts automatically went to the right size? And I will go back down and notice that the charts automatically resize. That's a really nice feature that I like. Okay, notice that the cursors move on both charts at the same time, giving me the ability to align multiple time frames at the same time. So that's very cool. You notice that the scanner on the left is set up for the same time frames that are on my charts. And you can see that the scanner is scanning through each one of these conditions, telling me whether it's bullish or bearish. So what I'm looking at here is a price and exponential moving average. I'm also looking at a MACD. This is standard 12.269 MACD and 15 period exponential. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking to see if the current price is greater than my EMA and that the histogram is greater than the signal line. So when we have a signal line and a histogram that are greater, we're looking at a bullish condition. Here you see the price greater than the EMA, and I see the histogram greater than the signal. Again, bullish condition. So you can see, looking from a perspective of trading, you're looking to try to see that as a bullish signal. So bullish on the 30-minute, bullish on the 15-minute. You can see the euro US dollar is bullish. Here, this is the Australian US dollar. It's actually yellow. This is in no man's land, so that means that this is not bullish, but this is. So if we were to click over on the euro, you can see the euro US dollar is bullish on price and is bullish on the histogram, bullish on histogram, bullish on price. So I have a green setup. So when this first changes from a green, or it just changes, like in this case for the dollar Canadian, you have a red green, or in this case, a yellow red. I would be looking for these types of setups where it's yellow and green, and then it just goes back to green. So I'd look for a green setup, and that would be an ideal multiple time frame and multiple instrument setup that would give me a bullish setup trade. So what the scanner does, it will go through and find these setups and alert you to the fact that these are now either bullish, bearish, or neutral. Yellow is just a neutral color. I want to see it go from bullish or bearish in both. So when my longer term trend is bullish and my shorter term trend is neutral, I either will wait for that shorter term trend to turn bullish to agree with my longer term trend, or I'll wait for this to turn opposite color, and then I'll watch for the longer term trend to start rotating to the opposite color, to go yellow, and then probably go back to red. Okay, so that's the natural cycle that we'd be expecting to see out of these instruments, and this would be the setup. So you're looking at the chart and you want to know if this chart setup can be replicated and read by your scanner. So let's look at a configuration. This is the configuration I called my MACD and signal setup. So if I were to edit this, then you can see on the right-hand side is a chart setup, and on the left-hand side is our scanner panel and instrument list configuration. So let's very quickly look at the chart configuration. So you can see I have two windows in the configurator that are set up as an M15 and an M30 with a MACD template loaded. My MACD template obviously is any template that I can or want to load from my available templates. So if you open the list, then you can see a list of every template that you've created, and MACD was one of those templates on my list. If I load it from my computer and save it, it will automatically back up to the cloud, giving me automatic backups on a consistent basis, so I don't have to worry about losing any of my configurations at any time. Or if I'm traveling, I don't have to take it with me. It automatically goes with me wherever I go, so that my downloads and configurations are all from the cloud. So I have two windows, 15, 30-minute. If I wanted to add two more windows, just click the add button twice, click the tile window, and you can see I have 4 windows, and I can make these any time frame that I wish. M15, make that one a 30, and I'll make this one my hourly. The template is already loaded, so I'll just select it from my drop-down menu, and there you go. I have a 5, 15, 30, and hourly chart setup, which will plot over on the right as a 4-chart layout, and we'll be ready to go. If all I have to do is click OK and save, and it would do that. I'll cancel it since I don't want to change anything, and there's the save button right there. Configuring up the get this out of the way. Configuring up the scanner now. Let me pull up this edit button. You click the scanner icon on the left. If you want to change the list of symbols right here, then just click on this list and you get a list of every available signal on your platform. And then you can select them and move them over to the current list. So this list is the current list that I'm using right now. If there's another configuration list that I have, you can click on the Start from another configuration button. And if you already have a list of symbols that you like already set up in a previous configuration, then all you have to do is just select that, and it will automatically pull in from that list. Okay? Click this again, and then click on the scanner, and it pulls up the scanner configuration window. From this window, you can see all the different configurations that you have for the different time frames of your rules. These are the rules you're going to use to make the scanner be specific color. So I say it's a strong signal is the name I gave to my color rule on the 15-minute time frame. If I use the pull down menu, you can see I only have one color rule, and it's called strong signal. It'll give me colors of red, green, and yellow. The tick on the left will turn it on and off. The box on the right with the pencil is the edit button. So if I select that, then it allows me to edit the conditions necessary for it to be a signal that I want. So a bearish setup is when the MACD, and in this case it's the MACD signal line, is greater than the MACD base indicator line, and that's the histogram. So when my signal line crosses over my histogram, that's bearish. But I also need to see and that the close of price is less than my 15-period exponential moving average. That's my rule. I want to see a red box whenever this condition is satisfied. Now notice I don't have to program this, and I don't have to set it up any other way. All I have to do is use either the pull down menu to select what I want, or click the plus sign to add any of the indicators that are already available to you on your MT4 platform. So you can select from the trend indicators. That's all of the trends indicators. Any of your oscillators, they're all there, they're all available. Any of your volume tools. So any of the standard MT4 or MT5 indicators that are available to you are available here on the indicator. Even the current price and what you want, whether it's current, the open, high, low, or close. Now, if you don't want to use a standard indicator and you have one that you've written or a custom one, then just select the Pick from your computer button, and then look at the indicator folder within your MT4 application and select any of the software that you might already have loaded within MT4 that's not part of the standard set of indicators. Once it's loaded in here, then it will be made available on the drop-down list so that on any other pane or window that we come to, you can use any of the same indicators that have been loaded on your drop-down list. And that includes constants as well. So if you want to make sure and check, say, for an RSI greater than 70, or for stochastic that's less than 30, you can do that just simply by clicking the plus sign and giving it a constant value right here. Once you have these conditions all set up and configured, set your default color to the color that will be colored on the cell if neither of these conditions are set. The normal order of comparison goes left to right, so it'll always look at condition set 1 first. If it is true, then it will color it red. It will never use condition set 2. But if it's false, then it automatically goes to condition set 2. And if it's false, then it will automatically display your default color. So it'll test, test, color. If test 1 is true, it'll color it red. If test 1 is false, it'll go to test 2. If it's true, it'll color it green, and so forth. If you wanted to have more than one time frame or two time frames, just simply click this button and add a new time frame. Select the color rule. In this case, we only have one. Turn it on, and it's good to go. And you can add another time frame if you wanted to. Any time frame that's available on your specific platform. And that's how quick and easy it is to configure. Now, the size of your window. Notice the width of the window and the size of the type font that's here is controlled by this. So right now it's auto adjusts to the size of your scale factor, but you can make it small, medium, or large based upon your own preferences within the window. And you do that from the size configuration right here. Last but not least, excuse me, if you tick this box right here, then you'll receive real-time notifications on your mobile device using SMS or on the MT4 platform with email or alert, visible or audible alerts on your computer. Okay. Now these real-time notifications are usually delivered through your browser, or they can be sent to your mobile device. So let me pull a browser up over here and show you. In the portal, if you log into MT4 Professional's members area, then you'll see that there is a message button here. And what this does is it shows you all of your notifications that have been sent to you through the system. And you can click on any of these notifications and see that, okay, here's an SMA cross. I've been notified, and I can click on this to see the chart. It's a snapshot of the chart itself in real time. Or if I had any other information that might have been given along with that, then you can see that you have direct access to that as well. Okay. Now, if I go over to my real-time scanner, then this is a real-time look at the current scanner that you have loaded on your computer. Now, let me get this out of the way so I can show it to you. So notice I have a 2 time frame set up, and I have the charts on the right here. So if I were to go back to my mobile device and I wanted to see the scanners that I have currently running, then you can see right now my computer is running this account, and it's on this computer. So what it'll do is it'll go access this computer, and it will display this symbol list and scanner directly on my mobile device. It's normally a lot faster than this, so there must be quite a bit of activity on the network to get that going. So we'll give it a little time to load initially. Let me see if I can load another one up to see if I can reboot it. There it is. It reset. Okay. So I've got 3 time frames, and you can see that each one of the outputs of that is exactly the same as the output that I have on my current computer. So here's my computer scanning. Here is the output on my mobile device. And if I click on any specific symbol on this list on my mobile device, it will automatically change the chart setup, on that. So I want to change it over to $1 Canadian. See, it changed the symbol to $1 Canadian. And now it's going to go and give me a snapshot of what the 2 charts I have on my platform look like. So you can see, well, in this case, the 3 charts. So you can see the configuration is set up so that the $1 Canadian is bearish, bullish, bullish. And so I can see whether I have a setup coming in or not, and whether I want to take advantage of that trade. So you can see this is a real-time setup showing me the scanner working live on my computer, but this is on my mobile device, whether it's your laptop or your phone or your iPad, whatever it might be, then you've got access directly to that. And any of these snapshots, if you take them, or if you use the snapshot feature within MT4 Professional, which is the small icon right here, then these snapshots will automatically be stored in the cloud, here in the members area under the snapshot icon, where they can all be segmented or organized through tags, and you can get a link directly to these directly using the share link that's provided on this feature. You can set them to be public or private, and you can share them on any of your devices if they're set to global preferences. All right. If you ever have any questions, then you can always refer to the home page. And from the home page, you can visit the Help or Documentation Center by clicking this button right here. And that will open up the Solutions Center, our knowledge base. And this is where you see all the online documentation, any of the software information, the ability to look up any online videos that might be there, or how to access your members area and any billing questions that you might have. And if you have a need for support, then this is also where you create support tickets to get in touch with us and to let us know you need some assistance. Okay, are there any questions so far? I see that Claudio has been answering a lot of the questions in the background, but I want to set that up. The charts and the scanner to the left are set up so that they're optimizing the amount of space that you have. Say, for example, I want to go full screen. Well, if I were to go and hit F11, then it automatically goes full screen and all the charts resize and format. Now that normally is very hard to do on MT4 because notice I have one window that's larger than the other two, and my scanner panel, they're all different sizes. So if I were to go under window and try to tile them all the same size, well, it just would resize everything and make it so that it's not uniform. But MT4 Professional is so neat that it automatically takes into account the sizes of your windows, and that's because that's the way that they are configured. If you remember over in our configuration panel when we looked at our chart setups, we can set our charts up to be any way that we like. And so however you set them up before, it will remember it and it'll allow you to do that. You still have access to the full screen menu, so when you see a chart like this, you can see the highlighted tab at the bottom. If you double click that, you still have full access to full screen mode, so you can use these setups and the charts the way you're normally used to seeing it. Double clicking it moves it right back down into the normal size pane, and you can do that for any of the windows that you're currently using on this. And as I said earlier, you can adjust the size of your scanner window by using the configuration panel for the scanner. How much RAM is my computer? I'm using 16 gigabytes of RAM. On your page, what does 1 reel and 10 reel MT4 accounts? Yeah, those are the different number of accounts. So you can see right here that I have an account number and it's set up as a demo. That is one demo account. So a real account would be a live account that you have set up with your broker. So one real account means you would be able to have one account and one demo account set up with your brokerage. 10 means you can have 10 live accounts and 10 demo accounts set up under the gold plan and so forth. You normally don't need to resize your scanner panel because it automatically adjusts itself to the size of the chart. If you need to set it, then go under the configurations and edit the button. Click on the scanner and adjust the size of your scanner to fit your current computer. just like that. There's several different configurations. A lot of people like the alligator. Where is my alligator? There it is. The alligator is a configuration that allows you to, look at multiple crosses. So when you see, at this point, when you see the lips crossing over the jaws, and you see the lips crossing over the teeth, that is considered a bullish cross or bullish configuration. A lot of people will see the actual price crossing above the envelope of the gator. So there's different ways of looking at that. What I've done is I've looked at a bullish configuration as being the lips here crossing over the jaw and the teeth, or the lips crossing under the jaw and the teeth as a bearish configuration. Right, and so the scanner is looking at that cross and giving me a green color for bullish and red for bearish. And if it's neutral, which means it's crossed over one but not over the other, then you'll see the yellow or neutral setup. So it's not bullish or bearish, it's just neutral. I believe Interactive Brokers has an MT4 platform available, yes, but I'm not positive. So you'll have to contact them and see if they have MT4 platform available. And if they do, then MT4 Professional will run and integrate with that. But I do not know the answer to that question. I apologize. Question, can we run one scanner based on one indicator on the live account and another totally different scanner based on a second indicator on the demo account? Yes, you can. You can have as many configurations as you want based on any indicators that you want. All you have to do is just give them different names. And then you can have one running on one and one running on the other one. Absolutely. So when we go through and load this up, let me show you how it's done. If we go through the scanner, notice that this is a strong signal that I have defined, and I'm saying that alligator 3 crosses alligator 2, alligator 3 crosses alligator 1. Okay, that's a cryptic way of saying the lips have crossed over the jaw and the lips have crossed over the teeth. Okay, how do I get those values? This is 3, 2, and 1, and I'll show you. Let me go back to full screen mode. If you turn on your data window, then you will see that the jaws, teeth, and lips are the outputs of the indicator. There are 3 different outputs, and they have different lines. Line 1 is the jaw, line 2 is the teeth, and line 3 are the lips. So you can see 3 different outputs from the indicator. So when I reference them right here on my MT4 scanner, then I can reference them as alligator 3, which is 1, 2, 3. Line 3, I'm going to look at the value of line 3 and see if it's greater than alligator 2, 1, 2, the second one. How do I find 1 and 2? Well, I already had them predefined, but if I were to click the plus button, choose an indicator, I can select from either the gator or I can pick from my computer any of the tools. So if I pick the alligator from my list on my computer, then if I use the default values, if I select indicator line 1, then that's the one I'm referring to the jaws. If I select indicator line 2, then I'll be referring to the teeth. And if I select indicator line 3, then I'll be looking at the lips. So these are the outputs lines the indicator gives you in order to do that. Now, if your indicator happens to have more than these 8 outputs, then you'll need to have a custom bridge built in order to accommodate those additional values. We can do this for you. And so if you need some assistance or if you need some help configuring that, then we're more than glad to help do that for you. So you can click the button right here to schedule some assistance from us to help you build a bridge or something to integrate your current configuration. Also, if you have indicator parameters, inputs that are greater than the number 10, then you'll need to also have some customization in order to get that specific indicator to work. But those are just for custom indicators. If you wanted to use standard indicators, then just use the ones that are directly on your platform. I'm sorry. And then you can see that all you have is a direct access to the indicator properties already. The shift, the period, the price, and so forth, whether it's simple or exponential and so forth. And once you have it set up, then you select the OK button and you're ready to go. For the Euro-US dollar H4, the alligator lips have crossed the red line upwards. Shouldn't the scanner be showing yellow? Okay, well, let me go take a look at that real quick. Remember, all these are based upon close of price. Okay, so when we look at these settings, we're looking at that. So we'll look at the setups. So this is crossed over this right now, but this current bar needs to close in order for that current bar to change. So for the 4-hour, it's still currently red because on this configuration right here, the current bar has not closed yet. Okay, so once this bar closes, this cross then can be confirmed and this 4-hour will turn yellow. It's all based upon the close of the price bar. Just like that. Okay, and you can see how the cursors align, showing you the cross and how on all 4 time frames, their alignment both in price and time. That's a really nice feature. If you don't like the crosshairs, the configuration settings here, you can turn your crosshairs off, or you can change the colors if you don't like them. If your brokerage provides different symbols like an FX or a dot or something after the symbol or before the symbol, then you can put the prefix or postfix here. And if your scanner is scanning faster than your computer likes it, i.e. you have an old or a slow computer, then you can slow the scanner down so that you don't have any errors or any readings that say that the scanner is trying to go faster than your computer will let it. Some of your indicators can be very beefy. They take a lot of resources. And so if you're trying to run them too fast, then it's going to cause your computer to start choking and start not being able to find the indicator when it needs it. Cyril wants to know which configuration I consider to be the best or that I would recommend. You know, that's a personal preference based upon your own style, your own risk parameters and tolerances and stuff. You know, the simplest one in my mind is just your moving average cross. You know, because it's a very good and quick way to see where price is relative to a moving average, and with multiple time frame analysis, you can see that any of these switchbacks right here, like you see on the 15, never crossed on the 30. So these that helps you to stay with the longer term trend. So you're not bumped out of a trade, you stick with the trade throughout that. So this is a very simple setup that most people like, that's easy to understand and very fast and easy to implement. So when you see, for example, the euro pound, where the 15-minute has just gone red, the 30-minute and hourly are both green, which means you're on a bullish trend, but you're starting to show some weakness. Now you can see there's a nice downtrend formation, and there's also a flag that's come in. So if we start to see a break below this value, and at the same time, that same break below that value will give us a red signal on the 30, then that will give us a nice multiple time frame confirmation that there's a reversal in process. And that's a trade setup. So any of these setups are good to do. The first one that I had shown you, the MACD with the moving average cross, is also a good one, because you can see at this point right here, whenever the MACD histogram crosses above the signal, this right here becomes your bullish signal right here. So with that bullish signal, you then look to see at this point, the crossover was already bullish. So I would have gotten a signal to get long right here. With that signal to get long, that gave me a potential 5 or 6 pip risk on the trade, and possibly 46, maybe 47 pip profit target. All right, so that's a 10-to-1 reward risk ratio, which I'm very happy to take any day of the week. The nice thing about the trade would be you confirm that the close is greater than the previous high of the breakout, and it's also confirmed with multiple indications: a close above your EMA and a crossover of your MACD signal line. Okay? You do the same thing on the reversal for a negative trend. I hope you like what you see so far. If you've done a configuration and you have a team of traders that you're trading with, you can share these configurations with them. In the bottom right-hand corner of any of your configuration setup pages is a small little icon that allows you to share this configuration with any other traders on our traders network. So whether you're chatting with them in our Skype chat room, or if you're speaking with them individually, or if you have your own team, then just you can click this button, and with one click, go through and find the people you're looking for, and select them and send the output directly to them. That's all you have to do. You click by clicking the share button, it will automatically share this configuration with them. That's a nice feature. And did I mention that everything is already backed up in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about losing any of these configurations once you put all the work into doing them? It's a nice setup. So let me go back to my presentation. Let me give you a couple of polls here, and then we'll get right into our special offer. So of the features that I showed you or demonstrated to you today, which ones do you like the best? I know you can only pick one. You like them all, I know. I absolutely love them, but you can only pick one. So if you had to pick one, which one would you pick? Single click integration with your charts? That's sweet. A scanner, of course, my rules, my way. The Traders Network, the fact that it's mobile, you can take it with you anywhere. You're not stuck behind your computer all the time. Is it multiple time frame technical analysis? How easy it is to set up and use? Which one would you say it is? I love the ability to just do a single click. Having to drag and drop your instruments on each of the charts, or having to resize the windows, or not being able to look at the time and price on multiple time frames. All those things are just so second nature now and so easy to do. And there it is, the scanner, of course, my rules, my way. 56% of people agree with me, but all the other ones are really good too. You gotta love it. All right, let me go and close that. There's another demonstration. I think that another poll, I'm pretty sure. Are you currently using MT4 Professional? Why, yes, I am. I absolutely love it. But if you're not, well, we want to know why. Haven't had time? You want to know more? You're not sure if you need it yet? Are you just not interested at the moment? I understand all of that. Dale, hey, is it integrated with Hawkeye tools? Yes, you can use your Hawkeye instruments with MT4 Professional, absolutely. Absolutely. I think there might be one more poll after this. Oh, so about a third of the people are here already have it. But the majority of people don't have it, but want to know more. And that's the reason why we're here. So please ask your questions. Don't be shy. If there's any analysis or demonstration you want me to show you, I'll be more than glad to do that. And we'll go ahead and do that. So I think this is the last poll that we're going to be going through right now. So it's time for me to get to a very special offer. If you're not using MT4 Professional right now, then I want to give you an opportunity to do that. All the value that's built within this, the full-featured MT4 or MT5 software, exclusive Skype access to our community, unlimited configuration storage, emails, 100 per month SMS notifications, and all of the pre-configured presets could be a value of $2,200, $2,300, but of course you're not going to pay that. For a limited time, we make it available for $194. Today, since you're on my webinar, we've slashed that in half, $97 a month for full access to MT4 Professional and all the features. And not only that, you get a full 14-day risks-free trial to try mt4professional.com/trial is the link to use. Claudio will be posting the link in the chat box there, mt4professional.com/trial. Click on the link and start your subscription today. 14 days absolutely free. You can cancel any time before the end of the 14 days and still have full access to the full 14-day trial. So if you cancel tomorrow, you still have access to the full trial, the full software, but it won't bill you at the end of 14 days. And once it's canceled, then you'll be done. You don't have to worry about it. But you'll also lose the special. And so if you try to reconnect again, you're going to go back up at the full price. So select the option that you want. Give us a try and make sure you contact us and let us know if there are any questions that you have with regards to that, either through our email, which if you go to support@mt4professional.com. You can contact us there, or on our website, you can enter a support ticket to contact us that way. So now I'm going to go into any detailed questions and answers, and I'll go back to my live platform for any demonstration if you have that. I'll be more than glad to do that. Does MT4 scan during pre-market beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern and also after hours until 8 p.m. Eastern? MT4, the MT4 Professional Scanner scans 24/7. So if you have data and it's coming into your platform, then MT4 Professional Scanner will be scanning it. So whatever broker access time you have to your data, then you have access to the scanner. Absolutely. Other questions? Let me pull this up so you can still see it. There it is. There's the link to get going, to get started. Someone had asked if this can work with Hawkeye. So let me show you one of my Hawkeye configurations. Here I've got my standard Hawkeye charts where I'm looking at price, volume, longer time frame trend. And you can see the scanner is scanning through all three setups, trend, volume, and heat map all at the same time. And Dale, if you are a subscriber to MT4 Professional, I can send you these configurations right now so you don't have to redo them yourself. It's just one of the nice features of being an MT4 Professional user. So if I were to click and edit that, if I click this button, I can look to see if you are currently a subscriber. I don't see you on the list, so you must not. Hey, Vonna. What a pleasant surprise. Oh, you don't have the configurations. I'll be glad to send them to you. So let me look you up. There you are. See, one click share. Are you sure you want to share with Vonna? Yes, I do. And it's shared. So now all you have to do is under your configurations, click on the select configurations. You'll get an email that says I just sent it to you. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see the inbox. You'll see an inbox that says Randy, or you'll see it's from Randy Lindsay that just sent you that information. And once you get it, you just click on it and then click the create your custom configuration using that. You can load it at any time to see if it works, but to create your custom configuration, select that button, scroll down and select the one that I just sent you, and then select yes on that. And then that way you'll be able to save it as your own custom configuration. And it will then appear on the top as a creation that you have created. Now, let me see if there are any other files, like this one right here is a different one. So let me edit that one and send it to you also. Okay, and that's all it is. 5:15 and 30. This was the 5:15:30 with 2 road kills. This is a 5:15:30. Let me see if I had, there's the 15:30 1 hour. I did that one too. Mostly the same, but there. Yeah, I think that one might have had 4 different ones on it. So let me load that one up just to see what it looks like. Oh, it looks like it's the same one, just 3 different time frames. And I think the other one was for 5:15:30. This one might have been 60. Oh, this is 4 charts. This is the one that says the 5:15:30 and hourly on it with Too Fat Man. I don't think I sent you that one. Let me send you that one. Oh, Rob, Rob, I thought I already sent them all to you. I'll do that though. Be glad to. Hmm. Okay, got that one. And that one. And this one. All right, did that. A. Hansen. Check Hansen on the list. Which one did you want me to send you? Oh, the Hawkeye configuration as well? Okay. All right. Okay, I can do that. This one. A. Hansen. There's, that's interesting. There you are. 3044, that's you. Let's do this one. And this one. Okay, good. Awesome. All right. I think that took that. We still got a couple minutes left. You're very welcome. So let me know if there are any questions you might have. If you just wanted to look at a bunch of charts, Scanner has now the ability to go in just a standard scan mode to allow you just to look and do chart analysis without the use of a scanner. So download and update your software with the most recent version. You'll be very happy you did. Jeff, okay, we'll see what we can do. That's really sad if they're not getting back to you like that. Let me follow up with that and see what we can do for you then. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time and attention. I appreciate it. I think I've answered all of your questions. If you do have any need for assistance, please contact us at support@mt4professional.com or go to our website. MT4Professional.com. Help and support, find out more of our features, and get started with your subscription to MT4 Professional today. Thank you very much for your time and attention. You guys have a great day. The video will be mailed out to you once it's done compiling, so you'll get a copy of it there. And it should be posted on our YouTube channel. Absolutely.